Hello and welcome. I'm Yvonne Yang with news from around Taiwan in case you missed it. Heavy metal music and Buddhism may seem like an unlikely match, but this combination has become the signature sound for one Taiwanese band. Take a look. Buddhism is one of Taiwan's most widely practiced religions, with over 12,000 temples across the country. Most Taiwanese people know how to recite a sutra or two, but they've probably never heard of one quite like this. This is Dharma. It was formed in 2018 by drummer and bandleader Jack Dong. He's a devout Buddhist and has been a part of Taiwan's metal music scene for decades.
之前以前有淘 record 在台湾那时候还有的时候，然后我买了一张很奇怪的 CD， 我以为它放在 New Age， 然后我找了一个 CD， 它是藏传佛教的音乐，那它就是用那种狮子吼的方式，我想哇，这是 metal 啊。
Those albums inspired him to create this band.
大概2018年的时候，然后我找了我另外一个团，也是我的好朋友，也是我们现在的团员叫 Andy。然后他开始，我就跟他讲这想法，我们就开始写出了第一首《七佛灭罪真言》，后来开始了这个旅程。
The band's frontman is Joe Henley, a Canadian writer based in Taiwan. He's a Christian by birth and now sings Buddhist sutras. What made him join the band?
I actually converted to Buddhism after I joined the band. I studied Buddhism just kind of on my own before. Just kind of curious about it after moving to Taiwan. And then prior to that, I was, partying a lot, just kind of driving myself nuts with work and having kind of a rough lifestyle. And the band came along, and it's almost like the universe was telling me something, like, hey, buddy, this thing you're looking for, this is it.
Dharma performs Buddhist sutras, but there's certainly no monks. So how do they make their music authentic? They turn to Buddhist masters to teach them the correct way to perform the sutras. And they even invited one to join the group, Master Melbourne.
因为达摩乐队他演唱的内容都是佛教的经咒，这个是最重要的一个加入的动机。还有就是，我觉得他们很特殊啊，就以现在的弘法的角度来讲，出奇制胜很重要啊，因为你要在同中求异啊。那我就看到哇，这个是佛教团体没有人做过的。
Dharma performed at this year's Megaport Festival, their second time at the event. Henley says the turnout for their last show was already impressive, but the expectations are even higher this time around.
They bumped us up to the Kaohsiung Music Center this year, so potentially, could have a few thousand people coming to watch us. So that's both awesome and terrifying.
It was a blast. Thousands of people indeed showed up for the show. It was like a massive Buddhist ceremony. This is a scene you can see nowhere else in Taiwan and maybe in the world. Next, Dharma is heading on a European tour this summer, taking their heavy metal sutras to the world stage. Klein Wang, Kamashi, and Yvonne Yang for TaiwanPlus. Research has shown that members of the LGBTQ community may face a higher risk for certain mental health issues compared to heterosexual individuals. One Taiwanese indie band has found a particular following among LGBTQ fans, with their music helping a number of them through difficult times. Andrew Ryan brings us their story.
This is Pisco, a Taiwanese indie dance rock band. And the lyrics of this song have brought hope to many fans. Pisco has become something of a representative for the LGBTQ community in Taiwan's indie music scene. The band often gets thank you notes from queer fans who are dealing with mental health issues. When they formed in 2010, they weren't trying to attract a queer audience. Guitarist Rachel, an open trans woman, remembers the moment when that changed.
好几年前，我们在台中有一场表演，我就说，我想要从这场表演开始挂上彩虹旗在音箱上，然后团员们全部都同意，觉得这样很好，所以也许就是从那个时候开始，然后再加上后续的创作开始有，去往那个方向写。
Pisco is known for its ritualistic performances and for its cult following.
我都会叫大前辈或是前辈，就是我们几个粉丝，像李组长也好，欧弟也好，就是他们那种是真的是10年以上的粉丝。当然有一个粉丝比较特别，他叫洗衣粉，他虽然没有刚刚的大前辈那么久，可是他在这8年之间，我们每一场表演他能到，他几乎都会到。他好像已经看我们200多场了吧。
小辣吗？有。小辣吗？小辣。我叫洗衣粉，我追 Pisco 8年了。我目前在开饭团店，饭团店下班之后做外送这样。
Life has been difficult for Even. She struggled with mental illness for a long time.
平常生活很没有起劲，就是包含工作啊，或者觉得所有的事情都很无趣，对，不知道在这里干嘛。但是只有唯独看 Pisco 的时候，可以感到开心、快乐。他们是带给我快乐的唯一吗？唯一。
So what makes Pisco's music so powerful? Even the band has a hard time putting it to words.
我觉得也许是我们音乐里面所说的故事，不知不觉吸引到了他们。就是我们有几首创作，其实就是在往那个方向去写，所以也许就打动了他们，这样子。
One of those songs is called Hey Dear.
我们好像就是在某年我们练团的时候，就是收到一个很不好的消息，就我们有个乐迷因为忧郁症，然后自杀离开了。对，然后我记得当下那个，就是实在是打击太大，太难过，因为太突然，没想到就像是永远再也看不到一个人了。那所以就是尽量在写歌上。对，我就用我自己自身的经验来，就是写相关的议题，然后就希望可以给，就是这些人更多力量。
里面很像在写我的心情，快乐是什么？我怎么都不懂，很贴近啊，很贴近我的心情。
Music itself has the power to bring a lot of effects like empowerment, like validations, validate people's feeling, validate their emotions, and helping people to feel comfort when they listen to music. And there's a lot of things music can do.
Guo Jingyi is a certified music therapist. She says listening to music can offer relief, but it's still important to get professional help.
If you feel your mind or if your behaviors or something is out of control in your life and you really don't understand what's going on, it's better for you just go to see some professions like doctors and counselors to get more solid treatments.
For Even, however, that can be something that's easier said than done.
真的痛苦到不行的时候，有想说要走出门看医生，连要走出门看医生都觉得很难做到。然后那时候记得就躺着嘛，每天张开眼睛就会觉得怎么又醒来了。但是因为他 Pisco 的表演还是非常多，所以在非常痛苦的时候，还是要暗算下一次的表演什么时候要去看，然后怎么去这样子这类的。它是让我可以出门吧，见到人这样子。
Sometimes what you need is the right music and a handful of friends to prop you up. Damon Lin, Kama Xu, Yvonne Yang, and Andrew Ryan for TaiwanPlus.
For the full version of this story, please visit TaiwanPlus.com. Earlier this year, a band formed by migrant workers took the stage at Megaport, the most iconic music festival in Taiwan. It was a first for the festival as well as for the band. So what's it like for migrant workers to perform in Taiwan? I spoke to Juba Hitam to find out more. This is Juba Hitam, a metal band based in Chiayi, southwestern Taiwan, made up of 6 Indonesian migrant workers. It was formed by lead guitarist David in 2019. Starting out as a cover band, they used to perform songs by Indonesian rock acts. They began to write their own music in 2020 after a shuffle of band members. The band's vocalist Robbie said the idea of creating original music came after a discussion with David, the guitarist.
Saya saling sharing lah intinya. Awal bikin suatu karya itu rencana Jubah Hitam tuh sekarang mau dibawa kemana gitu. Seperti itu. Jadi dari situlah kami punya sebuah keinginan lah, si Jubah Hitam tuh harus berkarya nih, kita harus punya karya nih.
Migrant workers playing music in Taiwan is not a new development. There's been a migrant music scene here for over 2 decades. Juba Hitam would play gigs for Indonesian events.
至少在过去20年的历程里面，我们已经可以看到从印尼来台湾表演的明星跟移工在同一个舞台上演出。
Juba Hitam started making a name for themselves in Taiwan's indie music scene 2 years ago. They've performed at music festivals and various live houses across the country. Social media has been instrumental in their success. In the era of social networks, it's much easier for the band to market themselves.
就是我们可以看到现在比较活跃的一些乐团，像是黑跑 Juba Hitam， 或者有另外一个叫南部闹事团 Southern Ride， 他们其实都很会用网络行销自己。
Social media also played a key role in the band's schedule. Balancing music and their jobs has not been easy. The band members all work at different factories that give them different days off. But there's no show without an audience. Juba Hitam has a big group of loyal fans in Taiwan. Some of these Indonesian metal music lovers created their own community.
Indonesia juga punya komunitas IMTW, Indonesia Metalhead Taiwan. Nah itu juga sangat mensupport kami baik secara atmosfer di acara ataupun secara personal.
Making a living off music seems like a wild dream, but the band is determined to make it come true.
Untuk rencana ke depan yang lebih jauh, kita mau jadi band profesional, entah pulang Indo kita masih lanjut. I know, saya tidak tahu gitu itu kedepannya seperti apa gitu. Nah tapi kita ya punya tekad semuanya lah. Kita punya punya semangat semuanya lah.
Juba Hitam's story proves that a love for music can transcend every challenge. Klein Wang, Kama Xu, Yujing Huang, and Yvonne Yang for TaiwanPlus. Thank you for watching. In case you missed it, remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we'll leave you with more images of Pisco's dynamic performances. I'm Yvonne Yang. Take care, and I'll see you next time.